there, Annie from Interact. Hope you're all having a great day. Just like every other day, I am checking out our customer accounts to see what interesting use cases people are up to. Today, I am excited to bring to you potentially a new use case that we haven't really talked about too much. This website is called perfectenglishgrammar.com. URL perfect-english-grammar.com. This is a UK-based company, and it looks like they've got classes, they've got a community membership, and they are helping people improve their written and spoken capabilities for English. This is based in London, it looks like. And at the very top, you've got this free quiz link, What's My English Grammar Level? And so a couple of things around best practices. This website is very well designed because while it's very deep in content, before the scroll, you've got really clear indicators of what is going to be important here. So you've got the fixed header bar here. You've got your standard horizontal top level nav. You've got a search the website. And so probably what they did was they found that they had a lot of content and not everybody was, maybe they were getting higher drop off because of that. And so they simplified the view. I'm just making some assumptions, but I do think that this simplification of the top level scroll makes it much less intimidating, because once you scroll down, it says start studying with our English free materials, and there's all sorts of content that you can click through on. The other thing I think is interesting is at the bottom, which is fixed, is there's this Master English Grammar for $25 USD per month. Click to learn how. And so it becomes very clear what the primary calls to action are, because the primary call to action from a brand standpoint is going to be black is the top tier call to action. And so from a design standpoint for user experience, they have chosen black and white as the primary calls to action. Secondary call to action is the green. So let's go ahead and click on take the quiz here. Oh, I love that they have created sort of this translucent pop-up so you can still see what's going on in between. It doesn't take you to a new page. It's embedded. Do you live in which is correct. Okay. Oh my goodness. We'll see how I do. Are you live in London? Really, it would be live, I guess. Do you live in London? I don't know the answer. I'm going to say, do you live in London? Correct. This is a scored quiz. And so what's cool about this is, this is an educational learning website that is selling courses and membership, and they're using our quiz, the Interact quiz, as an opportunity, 20 questions to help people self-assess with the scored quiz, which is correct. She let me borrow this one. Okay, correct. Great. Which is correct. She is teacher. She is a teacher. Yes. Great. We met in December. Gosh, taking this quiz really helps me better understand how confusing English really is. It's funny because many of my friends who speak second languages perfectly, he speaks English perfectly, yes. They apply sort of the standard rules of their root language to English, and it doesn't always translate as well. But when you start learning the rules of English, I think what most people find is 95% of the rules are applicable and right 80% of the time. And so there are a lot of alternative use cases, which is correct. I'll call you when I'm going to have time. I'll call you when I have time. Yes. which is correct. They went to the UK to study English. They went to the UK to study English. Great. Which is correct. She wants some cake. I'm going to get some of these wrong intentionally just to see what happens on the quiz. She wants some of cake. Okay, great. So this is wrong. This is what it looks like when you take a scored quiz on our platform. You have the ability to include an explanation of why it's wrong. Okay, I'm going to get this one wrong too. When we say how long something lasted in English, we need a for, which is correct. It's Sunday and there's no work. I mustn't. I don't have to get up early. Okay. This is interesting because it takes, we use don't have to when there is no obligation. Mustn't means it's not okay to do something. So they're also incorporating more like colloquial language specific to the UK. Fascinating. That's great. I wish I had a new car. Okay, which is correct. She told me that I sit down. Not correct. When we report others with tell, we can use to plus infinitive. We must use an object like me or him after tell. Aha, my bike got stolen or was stolen. She used to get up early. She does it every day. When we talk about a present habit or custom, we use be plus use to plus verbing. I ate the cake that you bought. Okay, I'm just going to randomly click on some of these. Oh, we got one right. No, we got two right. See what happens. Okay, so now this website has chosen to completely skip the conversion, which is the lead opt-in. Now, a lot of quizzes will have you take the and on a scored quiz, it's very common and default to not have a conversion for a lead because personality quizzes will have sort of a default to capture the email address. And this is the results page that says upper intermediate B2. Do you want to advance? Here's a free guide. And here's the email opt-in. It's very quick and it allows you to have expectations around what your newsletter is going to be and that you can unsubscribe anytime. This is a really great application of a scored quiz because a scored quiz doesn't always sort of have the glitter and the chazé that a personality quiz might have with the results helping people learn more about themselves, because during a scored quiz process you're going to be seeing what's right, what's wrong, and learning about what errors you made and reinforcing what you got correct along the way, as opposed to waiting for all of the results to be at the end. And so applying a scored quiz to sort of an educational website is a really great use case because it's very low stakes. It's very sort of context appropriate. Other companies have applied scored quizzes in interesting ways as well. They love using scored quizzes for trivia. I looked at another company, Main Public, the other day that uses the scored quizzing for trivia. They're also using scored quizzes for knowledge awareness, similar to this, but for e-commerce platforms to sell things like survival kits or to sell things like age appropriate or developmentally appropriate educational content to parents for their children, a very common use case as well. So one thing to note when you are thinking about the type of quiz that you want to use for your business is what is the best way to collect this information and present it back an insight to your customer or to your website viewer so it can help them feel better about continuing their relationship with you. And that's really the whole point of using quizzes for lead generation and lead nurture and relationship building. So check out this website. I'm going to go back. Let's see if we can go back to perfectenglishgrammar.com. There we are. There's the front page. Check out perfectenglishgrammar.com to test yourself on how well your or how sophisticated your English grammar levels are. And maybe you'll also learn a little bit about proper English in the UK, whilst, such as the word whilst and utilization of that word in a sentence or context of conversation. Create your free AI quiz today at ai.tryinteract.com. We're happy to have created thousands of quizzes for customers through our AI platform over this last year. We're excited to continue to do so and look forward to chatting with you next time. Bye.